Peace, family, peace, family, peace, family, peace. This your brother Red Dad, Blue Dad, aka Financial Freedom Fighter, aka Time Clock Smash. And guess what, family? I'm back at it again. And I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to change your mind when it comes to these cryptocurrency, NFTs, blockchain, so on and so forth, baby. I know your boy Red Dad, Blue Dad been missing in action. But I've been taking a little vacation. But I ain't been sleeping, family. I haven't been sleeping. And I've been awake 24 hours a day, family. I stay awake, man. And today, family, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm going to talk about these 3 cryptocurrencies. I have already talked about them before, but I'm going to talk about them again, family. I have a live public service announcement on these 3 cryptos. And today, if you don't have these cryptos in your portfolio, this is not financial advice, because some of these cryptos I talk about, it can make you a shiro, it can make you a hero, but best believe it can make you a zero. Because anytime you take money out your pocket, there's a good chance you might not get it back, family. Today, family, I'm going to bring it to you simply stupid. So just enjoy, family, because what I'm going to talk about, these folks come with us with a problem, wait for our reaction, and they come with a solution. So I'm going to make sure you guys have eyes to see and ears to listen. So let's rock. What is Fedline?
According to frbservices.org, a web-based, attended solution that provides rapid, flexible, and powerful real-time access to Federal Reserve Bank financial services and central bank applications using the power of the internet.
Family, I talk about Fedline because we know about FedNow. Okay, we know Cypherium in 2023 is coming with the blockchain, a trilemma for the FedNow token, family. Okay, so we know about that, but what we don't know about it is just the interface of Fedline. And I'm going to explain to you what is Fedline. As they tell you, it is the power of using internet. Okay, we know in 2008, okay, no, 2008, okay, that the banks are the ones with the bailout, family. Okay, the banks are the one that can't manage things because the banks is just a fraudulent system from the beginning. So what you think we're going through now in 2022, it's the same thing where the banks, they can't handle the system. They can't handle payments. They can't handle it because it's not designed for that, family. So who they need to bail them out is the Federal Reserve, the people who prints money. Okay, so why you think the FedNow is coming out with a FedNow token in 2023, family? Because the same issues is going on with the banks. They have to bail them out again. So now with Fedline, as I'm going to explain and show you, that the banks now have to be Fedline in order to be on the FedNow 24/7 payment solution, family. So let's get it. They're not talking to us, family. They're talking to the banks. Okay, this is called a Fedline attestation. Okay, if your institution uses Fedline Advantage, okay, or Fedline Web, you are required to complete an annual attestation that meets a Federal Reserve security standards. Depending on what solution you use, there can be over 50 controls you will need to attest for compliance. Family, they are talking to banks. Once FedNow launches, it gives banks the opportunity to ACH 24/7. Let's get it. We need more, friend. Let's go, Red Dad. We need more. Now, here's an article from Bloomberg Tax. Now, ACH approvement. FedNow represent the future of electronic payments. Here's your problem. Here's your reaction. And I'm going to give you guys the solution. But here's the problem, family. Let's just talk about the problem a little bit. Let's just briefly run through this, family. Okay. Now, in the use of ACH system, it increased over the several years. We know why, because of the bird flu, the cootie flu, and all the other scandemics. Okay. Now, the Federal Reserve is preparing the FedNow instant payments, which we know is coming out in 2023. Okay. Now, here it is again. The volume of ACH payments has consistently increased for several years. A Federal Reserve prepared FedNow instant payment platforms. The Federal Reserve officially and not your representative said March 22. Now we know Stronghold, okay, which is a ACH, okay, ACH crypto that talks about ACH payments automatic clearinghouse just won 3 years in a row, family. 3 years, okay. Don't get it twisted. Make sure you have eyes to see and ears to listen. Okay. FedNow and ACH, they're 2 different things. I'm going to explain the 2 different things towards the end, family. Okay. Now, In 2021, the ACH has handled 29.1 billion, which is totaling up to 72.6 trillion. Okay, of course we know it jumped. Why did it jump? We already know the bear flu, the pandemic, scandemic. Okay, the government and institutions regulation at notches. So they saying that it's rising. We know why it's rising, family. Okay, now the volume of transactions is more than 1 billion of the consistent years. Total transaction increased more to 1 trillion for 9 consecutive years. Okay, it continued to go up. More automatic payments. Okay, more automatic clearing payments. The banks doesn't do automatic clearing payments, family. Okay, now let's keep going. Here's the problems. Same day automatic clearing ACH transaction rose to 74% 2021, according to a small group of people. 603 million in 2022, Seller said. So again, it's just showing you the problems, family. It's just showing you the problems. However, the same day transaction cannot be extended to the weekend. So this is not a 24/7 program, family. It doesn't work 24/7. So the same day transaction cannot be extended to the weekends because a automatic clearing, ACH, okay, network depends on the Federal Reserve banking. So the banking system is closed. Let's get it. Okay, the banking system is closed. Okay, on the weekends. So national settlement systems. So the banks can't do 24 hours things because it says here, however, the same day transaction cannot be extended to the weekends because of the ACH network depends on the Federal Reserve Bank's national settlement system, which operates on weekdays, not weekends. Okay. Now the bear flu led to the increase of business to business ACH payments and direct deposit of employee wages, family. Now we know Cypherium has partnered with Wagstad or something like Trashstat or something like that, family, which is one of the biggest HR companies, family. So you got to have eyes, ears, and listen. So we're going to keep rocking. Okay. Co-signing and mailing, which picking up the paycheck in person is risky because of the scandemic. Now this bird flu that flew away, you know what I'm saying, have made people scared to cash the checks. So they rather do automatic work. They rather cash their checks and get the rest of the deposit. Now, here we is with the biggest things that go on with people not getting their income tax check. It taking months, almost a year where the feds got to pay people interest on their money because they haven't received their income tax check. So here it is here to say here that the large COVID-19 payments program ran by the IRS, such as a child tax credit advance, stimulus payment, were a new challenge for the agencies, but only to represent a drop in the bucket because the total ACH transfers through the federal government is larger users of the ACH network. Okay, now when you have Federal Reserve, it's just a drop. Boom, right? Instant. Now the total of 31.2 million or 87% of child credit advance payments were made direct deposit. So family, they're doing a direct deposit. They don't need to make a check anymore. So you know how that go. Well, now 60% of the employees practice a direct deposit to influence direct deposit. They say Winston saves sets up consumers. Federal of America encourage a small and medium-sized employers to remind employees to set up the direct deposits and split deposits, family. So they encourage you that there's no more check, there's no more cash, family. We're going cashless. Okay. Now, for the employee's direct deposit, the ACH system allows the employee to split the deposit into more than one account, such as checking and savings. But 34% of employees who use direct deposit split their deposits. Okay, they go on to say. Now, the FedNow system found that 90% of the respondents plans to imitate a faster payment by 2023. How are they going to do that? Many also say today that the vice president of the industry at the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago said that the bird flu, okay, accelerate the business plan to adopt interest payments to demand. So here's the problem. They're just giving you the problems, family. I'm just giving you the problems right now because that's what they're giving you, okay, because they got a solution for you. So the Federal Reserve is now working to induce a fast platform to design all kinds of government, he says. It only plans to support credit, not debit transaction, he says. Now, the FedNow introduced the website, which is the FedNow Explorer, which provides the instant payments FedNow features. FedNow implements, he says. He goes on to say that the providers and institutions to connect with each other. Okay, I'm telling you, family. Okay. Now the public interest in the group, the FedNow community, has 2,000 members. So they building it up. They're getting ready for it. Now they're getting prepared. 2,000 members and 1,000 organizations to provide feedback on FedNow, especially designed to the functionalities of the Federal Reserve through working group surveys, individual conversation, he says. Now the FedNow service reading this guide is to help the business to provide the increments of information to feedback the sessions of testing and including the guide. Now, this is what we're going to go to now so we can understand this just a little bit more better. They're not talking to us, family. They're talking to banks. Let's get it. Now, here's the solution, family. The solution is this. The bailout for the FedNow is for the banks. This is the way that they're going to bail the banks out, okay? And I'm going to go over what the three cryptos that I named, which is Cypherium, which is Casper, and Stronghold. And I'm going to explain to you how this system works via those cryptos, just some of the cryptos that mainly they're using, okay? Now, just with this particular scenario, okay? Now, the institutions, the individuals, and the business, 24/7, 365 days a year, okay? We got to understand it, okay? Now, get to know the service. Now, you're going to be able to have instant payments, 24/7, 365 ability. Now, remember, the feds wasn't open on the weekend. They are a weekday business. But now it's 24 hours a day. Now it's 7 days a week. They're going to be able to provide the institution with money. They're going to credit the banks pretty much. That's all they're saying. Okay. Now, here it is here. I'm going to read this and say the core of settlement capability with credit transfers. So they're crediting the bank. That's all they're doing. They're crediting the bank. Okay, I owe you. Now the FedNow interface via Fedline. See, FedNow is just the eye catch of Fedline. It's just the real solution is Fedline solution for the participating FIS or their services to provide to support the reports and inquiries and management configurations to assess the balance information around the clock to report the available demand or at the end of the day. Family, they're talking about the banks. They're talking about the banks, family. I really just wanted to read that, family, so you can understand that if you got eyes to see and ears to listen, you can win, family. We can win. We're reading the stuff that the banks have to read. We're reading the stuff that the people who work in the banks got to understand. They got to understand the Fedline. The managers of the banks, family, the owners of the banks have to understand this. And even the owner of the bank have to have somebody to feed this information to them so they know how to understand the bank. Because the person who owns the bank ain't the smartest person. It's the people who run in the bank. We get to bet with the bankers. We get into bet with a red bank if we got eyes to see and ears to listen, family. You got to have Cypherium in your portfolio. You got to have Casper in your portfolio. You got to have Stronghold in your portfolio. You got to understand this, family. This is a FedNow is bailing out the banks. And this is worldwide. It's not just in America. This is worldwide because Cypherium deals with other central banks. Come on, you got to have eyes to see and ears to listen. I really just wanted to read that. If you want to learn more about this, I'll put this link in the description. You'll be able to download it. It just show you how the FedNow is going to be connected to all the major hubs and processors, all the core bankers, banker credit unions, the bankers bank, financial institution banks, credit unions, saving and loans, corporation credit unions, and bankers. And your boy REDDADBLUEDAD use credit unions. But you see, credit unions is basically the real thing for the people. So people is more everyday people should use credit unions versus the major banks, and the major banks is not really in the best interest of a individual that goes into a bank. So if your boy REDDADBLUEDAD use credit unions because they're more for the people. You know, I'm just saying, not financial. That ain't financial advice by telling you what bank I think is better. That's my personal opinion. I think you get a little bit more because they're for the people, family. So you got to have eyes to see and ears to listen. That this is designed for banks, family, and we get chance to invest into the technology. How? Let me show you how. By connecting the dots, family. By connecting the dots of all the cryptos. Okay, knowing that Cypherium, okay, according to the white paper, let's go down. Cypherium and Casper is connected through Tendermint. So Tendermint and Casper is connected. Now, Tendermint and Casper is two blockchains that rose to pronounce in 2018. So now, what is Tendermint? And who is Tendermint connected to? And knowing that Tendermint is connected to who? Cosmos Network. Family, this is how you dot your I's and how you cross your T's. Because a lot of times the rat leaves crumbs, family. You just got to be able to trace it. You got to have eyes to see and ears to listen. You got to have eyes to see and ears to listen, okay? Now, I didn't mention this in the beginning with Cosmo Network, but I wanted to show you that all this stuff is connected if you got eyes to see and ears to listen through symbolisms, through a lot of stuff. You know, you just got to connect these dots, and all these people are in bed together. So we got to get together and come together with our finances, family, to make a better tomorrow for us so we can own a lot and be happy, not own nothing and be happy. We got to own a lot and be happy, family, because we deserve it. We deserve it. Not just the 1% of people deserve everything and doodle on us and fly over us and feed us crumbs. You know, enough of this, family. Technology is here for us to take advantage, but you got to get past the distractions. You got to get past the television. You got to get past the Instacrap. You got to get past the shitter and look for valuable information, family, that can change your life and your family's family life. But it's not going to come to you because it's damn sure ain't going to give it to you. Okay? So, family, I just want to connect the dots on all this stuff. Let's just go over a little price action. You know, I like to do that. Of course, I want to start out with Stronghold. That's the ACH payment. Remember, ACH is what they're using. This is the automatic clearinghouse. If you go back and watch my videos, I show you that this is IBM money, computer software. So, of course, computer powering, which I told you about Fedline, is computer powering, right? Is computer money. So IBM, all this stuff is connected. You just got to have eyes to see and ears to listen. These are 10 years investments, family. You plan on working on your job for 30. You know? Or you plan on working to your job until the retirement age. Or you plan on working your business and you can't do it no more. Enough of that. Okay? This is how we change it, by having the constructive investment to protect ourselves with a failing dollar or failing anything, family. Investments is the way to go. You got to get rid of something that means nothing and put into something that means something. That just, I know it's digital now, but that's the way we're going. Digital. That's the way of the world, because they control the world. We don't use paper to rocks or sand to water no more. Or, you know, we don't do that anymore. So we're following a trend. So we might well use their system to get wealthy. Now, here is to me, out of the three cryptos that I name, is the most undervalued crypto. I believe, you know, not financial advice, but I believe that. I believe that this crypto, according to CoinGecko, is trading 3 zeros before a penny, you know, and that's pretty life changing. That means that $300 can get you, like, I don't know, like make $600, $675 can get you 1 million tokens, you know. So have eyes to see and ears to listen. As a matter of fact, I think there's a calculator that you can use on CoinGecko. Let me see. Nah, I think it's from the computer. But anyway, to me, let me see. Buy crypto. No, you can't see. I was trying to help you out, family, just to give you an idea of how this works. Let me see. I think you might be able to. I don't know if this is a calculator or what, but I know CoinGecko got a calculator on it. Yeah, here it is. So 1 million tokens will cost you $675. $675, family. Life changing. 500,000, you know? So 500,000, it'll cost you half the price of that. Okay, $300, $325. Can I think, yeah, 325. Yeah, 325. Something like that. But anyway, family, you get the draft. So let's go to the next crypto. Let's go to the next crypto. Is, let's say, Casper. Okay, we know Casper. I talked about this over and over again. Here's another crypto only trading 3 cents. Smart contract. It comes from Ethereum. This is Ethereum saver. They save Ethereum. Okay, this is a 2.0 of Ethereum. You ask me, any corporation can build up on it. You know, you gotta have eyes to see and ears to listen. On a smart contract of this, family. Okay, this is another one, undervalued crypto. Okay, only 11 billion. Okay, they ever made total supply. Well, I'm not sure what the max supply is, but it's only 10.5 billion. Okay, left. So only 3 cents. This is another one. You know, I think, you know, to a person, it's a mature price. Let's not get it twisted. It's a mature price to getting millions of them, because it'll cost you a good penny. It'll cost you what? I think $3,000 to get a million. Let's see. I think something like that. What that calculated at? Let's see. $3,000. I'm doing something wrong, family. I think, there's the dollar sign on the other side. But anyway, family, you get the draft. Let's go to Cypherium. Let's go to Cypherium, last one. 2 cents, family. Now, this is what the Federal Reserve blockchain they're actually going to use, because it's a trilemma. Okay, it's a trilemma. It can mine. It has a smart contract, and it's interoperability, and it's fast. Okay, so to me, what I get that the reason why the Federal Reserve would want to use this crypto is because that they can mine more tokens if needed. Okay, they can mine more tokens. Okay, if they need to put more into circulation to supply the world, not just the United States. I think this blockchain will supply all the big banks. Not financial advice. That's just based on what I read. Okay. So you gotta have eyes to see and ears to listen. The FedNow is gonna use this blockchain. It's written all on the white papers. It's written all on the FedNow website. If you go there, they talk about Cypherium. Your boy REDDADBLUEDAD is just checking the dots, and I always tell you, if you can bet with the banks, bet with the banks. Okay. They don't expect us to read this stuff. They know we're not. They don't expect us to talk about this stuff. They know we're not. So the truth is in plain sight. And the last, here's a bonus. Here's the bonus right here. Cosmos. What is the ticker? Where's Cosmos? What is Cosmos ticker? Cosmos, aka Atom. Now, this is one that I know is a heavy hitter. This here is behind the scenes of a lot of major stuff that's going on. Not financial advice. It's not a cryptocurrency. I talked about it. You know, this is something where you throw a few bucks at it, man, and just see what it do, and just hold on for dear life. Would you get completely wealthy off of it? Yes, if you have enough money to invest properly into it. Will you make some money off of it? Yes. The little money that you throw at it, I think, would be valuable down the road, because of the price is $10. It already made people millionaires and billionaires at that price, because somebody got it at the all-time low, which was $1.16. So that's a 9x on their money, according to $10. So here's a crypto. The lowest quarter coin Geico only been $1, and it's currently trading at $10. Family, that is amazing buy. Okay. And I don't want to go into all the price action. I'm already at 23 minutes. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to your boy REDDADBLUEDAD. I want to thank everybody for getting me over 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the family who got eyes to see and ears to listen. Thank everybody who got this far in the video. Thank you for deep diving with me. Bet with the banks, family. Your boy REDDADBLUEDAD is not here to waste your time. I'm here to change your mind when it comes to these cryptos. Peace and love, love and peace. I'm out.